I think it's just all these thoughts. It's like I've become a chronic overthinker in the last 6 months.
You're just in the figuring out phase. And it's also so normal not to know what you want.
I think it's about wanting to be.
I have this fantasy that one day I'll have it all figured out. I'm at peace with the choices I made, the paths I let go of. The day where I finally figure out what makes me happy. I feel a bit jealous of this future self. She isn't constantly second-guessing everything. I can see the green grass on the other side and I try to work towards it. But as we know, the closer we grasp, the further it seems to get. It leaves me in this state of wanting finite answers to the questions that don't want to be pinned down. And I can't really tell if the path I'm walking is the right one. What if I took the gap year? What if I studied film? What if I moved to the coast? Imagining all the lives I'm living in parallel universes, it's actually exhausting. And when I spend too much time in that space, I start to feel a little hopeless. I guess what I'm searching for is an antidote. As the year wraps up, I look back at what worked and what didn't, and what I want to do differently in the new year. A lot has happened in the past few months. I got to go art direct my first shoot, 3 locations, a full team. We popped into Cape Town on a work trip that felt more like a celebration. But probably the most memorable milestone of all, I turned 25. So I have this little trick where if someone is driving annoyingly slowly in front of me, I just imagine that they have a birthday cake in their car that they are trying to not get ruined. And I was that person in the traffic today. This box is quite big, so the cake kept shifting around. So I was driving at like 30 km an hour, but we are here, so let's get to work. This was a particularly special birthday. A quarter of a century somehow felt like a turning point.
Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready. The paradox of choice, the pain of infinite options. It's not choosing that exhausts us, it's imagining every life we didn't choose. The more aware we are of what we haven't chosen, the harder it is to just love what we have. Committing to a choice feels like saying no to so many possibilities. The one where I move to Amsterdam or start a surf retreat. The thing is, we have time to do a lot of things, but we can't do it all. And maybe the most painful part of growing up is realizing that and radically accepting it. A few weeks before my birthday, I found out that my friend Jess was born on the exact same day and same year. So it only made sense that we'd celebrate together. Somehow, in the middle of that crowd, we end up next to a third girl, also born on the same day, same year. The 3 of us, shoulder to shoulder, dancing into 25. I don't know what the odds are, but in that moment, it didn't really feel like chance. Woke up this morning in the bush, wildebeest at the watering hole. It's a much needed break because I feel like we're getting to the end of the year now. I'm starting to feel the burnout kick in. It's these kind of things that remind me how much I love South Africa. The Stoics believed that fate wasn't fully ours to command, that life unfolds according to its own rhythm, and that the real power lies in how we choose to meet it. They call this amor fati, the love of fate, that some things are in our control and some things will never be. And weirdly, there's comfort in that, because it means we can stop trying to grip so tightly. It means we can let life surprise us a little. Like John Lennon said, life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans. Today has been such an exciting day already. I launched my first ever journaling course. In the first 10 minutes I got 10 downloads, which was so exciting. I've called it the space between years. I'll put a pretty little picture of it there. Every time I've given up on my goals or I've given up on my New Year's resolutions, it's been because I was trying really hard to reinvent something or reinvent myself. When you look back at the 365 days you've literally just lived and experienced, there's so many lessons there. There's so much to learn from that can actually guide you into the new year. And so part 1 of the course focuses on that. That's been my anchor of making that transition into a new year. I'll also link that down in this video if you'd be keen to check it out. But enough with the chatting, I need to actually get ready. Very last minute, I'm talking a week ago, I booked a plane ticket. So I'm going back to George. I've been there already once this year. This is my 2nd time ever in George. Why is she wearing blue lipstick? Voila, we are ready to go. I have just been so humbled. Your girl missed her flight. Did I cry publicly in front of everyone? Yes. Did I also just drop cash on another flight to go see my best friend tomorrow morning? Yes. My dyslexic brain genuinely thought, or somehow got confused, between 16:20 and 6:20. I got them mixed up in my brain, so we go back home. All I can think about is that could have been me. So I made it onto my flight, but I wasn't aware that the plane I had booked was a 16-seater, which to be honest was terrifying but also kind of exciting. I had a front row seat and I watched the landing through the windscreen. And before I knew it, I was back with Kate. It's going so well. Do I need to bring a water bottle on your walk when you've got rain on your face? When I actually think about it, if I could sit down and have a cup of tea with that future version of me, maybe she wouldn't try to give me the answers. Maybe she'd just listen and look at my indecision with awe. She'd tell me, "You have so much freedom. You still have so many choices in front of you. Chill, darling, take it in." And who knows, maybe she'd be a little bit jealous. If we knew all the outcomes, if we had the ending already written, how boring would that be? At the end of the day, the life we pick, the decisions we make, the path we follow isn't entirely up to us. There's luck, there's chance, there are things that happen outside our control. And at 25, I think I've realized that clarity doesn't come from trying to outthink the future. I'm better off returning to blissful ignorance. Oh, cute. But it didn't work. Over the weekend, I finished The Midnight Library, and there's a passage I highlighted that is still sitting with me. We don't have to play every game to know what winning feels like, or, in this case, losing. We don't have to hear every piece of music in the world to understand music. We don't have to have tried every variety of grape from every vineyard to know the pleasure of wine. Love and laughter and fear and pain are universal currencies. We just have to close our eyes and savor the taste of the drink in front of us and listen to the song as it plays. We are as completely and utterly alive as we are in any other life, and have access to the same emotional spectrum. We only need to be one person. And maybe that's the antidote that I've been looking for. Not certainty, not guarantees. It's choosing this life and learning to fall in love with it as it unfolds.